All right. What you're looking at here is a 2011 Toyota Camry spinning in circles. It's pretty cool. It's like that cockroach meme. I think it's a cockroach meme. Probably. But unlike mine, this one runs. So we're going to go into a little bit of a history of all the issues and some fun things and a little bit of diagnosing and maybe getting it running again. I can't spoil anything, so it doesn't run. But we try. So yeah, sit back, enjoy the history lesson of all the issues I've had, and stick to the end and see if it actually turns over or not. Yeah. All right, so this first clip is in here because it's the first clip I have that actually shows mileage on the odometer. And this is so long ago, it's January 8th, 2021, that I don't have teeth. I look like a British person. This is insane. Look at those fucking chompers. It's insane. Head down the interstate. 185, trying to beat traffic. Because that's what I can do. Need fuel. Bad. Like really bad. 191,000 miles, not too bad. So we can kind of give or take about 1,000, less than 1,000, probably about 1,000, yeah, miles for this next clip. And it was Thursday, January 28th, 2021. And I will let Past Me take over with the explanation. So I'm just driving along 75 on the interstate, have my cruise control set, and out comes this little coyote. I mean, he's a pretty big boy. And I had no time to react. He just kind of, I hit my brakes and I sent him on my passenger side. I mean, it was all body damage. There's no physical damage. I mean, it ripped off a piece of my wheel well, the under part of the plastic piece, and broke the bumper. All plastic that broke. And everything else is fine. I mean, I'm driving it right now. But yeah, he got off pretty lucky that he hit all plastic and not the metal pieces of my car. He got up and ran away. So he was lucky. Well, she sure ain't as pretty as she used to be, but you know what? She's still kicking. Well, at this point in time, at least. But yeah, look at it. I mean, it ain't pretty, but it's working. But you know what's more infuriating than the messed up bumper? The fact that the little bastard got up and walked away. Just ain't right. He should have died at least. Now for this next clip, I don't actually have the exact date for it, but it happened a little bit after the debumperfying, if you will. It's just humorous. Enjoy. Not doing the shit. Come on. Man, that pretty much works every time. Headlights not working. Give it a good kick. It's working again. All right, so this next clip takes place February 12th. It's pretty self-explanatory, so just enjoy. Oh, it's funny. Oh, well, okay. Guess I'm not stopping. All right, so this next clip happened the next day. And see if you can guess what happens. Let me know in the comments below if you can guess. Just cruising along. No, nothing happened at all. Nothing. There's no reason why this is going straight. Nothing fucking happened. Nothing at all fucking happened. No, don't even fucking... Now, if you couldn't guess what happened, well, bent the rim, fucked the alignment, and yeah, that CV axle. God, you don't need that. Nah. Also, during this time, Andrew wrecked his car. His was on a Toyota, but I'm going to throw some clips of that in there because it's funny. Hey, Andrew. What happened here?
Nothing.
Tell me what happened.
Nothing happened.
What happened there?
Hop in, buddy.
All right, so if you're wondering what happened with his vehicle, pretty simple. He was trying to stop, and roads were slick. It just did not stop, and he ended up hitting a like road barrier. So yeah, you can see that. But yeah, interesting, right? This clip kind of explains itself, but if you need help, I got pulled over, obviously, and we just found out we were pregnant at the time, and my wife was dealing with some morning sickness and everything. You can hear her actually start coughing up some vomit, but it's not like you hear the bleh, you just hear so it's not that bad. You can hear the cop like, "You all right?" But yeah, just watch.
She all right?
She's pregnant, and
Oh God.
I'm 9
Morning's
weeks pregnant.
Well, congratulations. Well, here's my congratulations. This is the only warning.
all
Not
right,
to do anything with it. It's just written copy of this vehicle. Stop.
alrighty,
Just get those fixed for me.
alrighty. I'll go to the auto parts store and get that fixed right now.
All right. Drive safe.
You too. April 25th, 2021, it got kitted out with 200,000 miles. Yeah. I tried to make it sound cooler than it was, but it just wrote over 200,000. And can you believe it only hit like 225 at the end of the day? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, that's a crazy sight to see. On May 3rd, 2021, still in 2021, I installed Apple CarPlay. Woo! Changed out to a cheap Boss Head unit. It was in my Trailblazer when I had it, so you know what? Hey, it works in there too. Yeah, look at that. So neat. All right, so August of 2023, aka last year, we started having horsepower issues. It just felt like it was, especially when you're trying to get up and going, it just didn't feel right. So here's a clip of me trying to accelerate. That is flat out. That is way too bogged down. Downhill, it can't even hit 60 very fast. Man, I can't tell you how much the horsepower is reduced, but that's pedal to the floor. It's crazy. And it sounds worse. But it's got a full tank of gas in it. So, well, nearly full. And the fuel economy is about the same, so can't complain too much. And then a few days later, this happened. Off right now. The car's...
I lost my phone.
Oh, I won't start back up. So this is where it goes up a little bit. That issue got fixed. It was running great, right? So I got rid of that old Boss Head unit like ages ago, but by this point, like probably 2 years ago. I only had it there for like a year. Back to the factory. So we got a new radio, and we're going to see that now. So this is my current factory radio, my 2011 Toyota Camry LE. Nice, right? You think that's cool? Check this beast out. Now this isn't like the factory navigation. This is a smart radio, but it looks factory. That's what I love about it. It looks factory, so no one's gonna rip your dash part to steal it. I just realized the microphone they included is a lapel microphone. It's got a nice little fancy braided cable. Well, I wouldn't say fancy braided cable, but it's got a shirt clip. I don't know if you can hear me or not. We'll see. I don't know how good it's gonna sound, but we'll see. All right. Back to what we're used to. The microphone is now actually mounted there. In there. I mean, I don't know how it sounds. I feel like it sounds, I don't know if it can even hear me. But I think I like it there. I think it's a good spot. Now, when I say this radio could not have arrived in more perfect timing, I mean it could not have arrived at more perfect timing, because a few days later, on March 26th, 2024, I drove the whole thing to Wisconsin and back to go visit Jacob. So we're going to see that now. All right, so we're going to Jacob. $7.70 for the toll. I'm gonna pay $10 to go there. How much is it to go? Where is it? How much longer is it to go without a toll? Man, I don't want to pay $7 for it. I don't want to pay almost $10 for a toll. All right, toll it is. Well, I guess let's go. I was there at 2 o'clock. All right, so I need to give some context here. I live in Missouri, at the bottom of Missouri. Jacob lives at the bottom of Wisconsin. So it's a 7-hour, 5-minute drive right now. But that will vary depending on traffic, and right now traffic's light. Or damn near 500 miles. So yeah, longest drive ever done by myself. Or, well, at all. Well, 2 hours, 47 minutes left to go. Just stopped at a gas station. Filled up. I don't want to fill up in Chicago, which I'm about probably less than an hour away from. So I don't want to stop in Chicago. I paid for 11 gallons of gas. It was $40. Which is insane. We're officially in Wisconsin. The signs are blue now. So far, that's all I've noticed different. All right, so then once I arrived at Jacob's house, I recorded this video. We did a lot of stuff together. We watched the first Dune movie there, and then the second Dune movie we went to the theater and watched, and it was sick. The theater had like a lot of stuff. It was cool. What about Rule 34? That one's good.
You believe those are like videoception? I don't have this.
And since showing the entire Dune movie would probably get me arrested, we're just gonna ignore it and go on to where we hit that big number. There we fucking go! Let's fucking go! Woo! All right. Now we gotta go for 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All threes, baby. That's what we go for next. Let's fucking go. Another 100,000 miles from now. Jesus. Let's fucking do it. This is the last celebration. It's time for the bad. Well, the Camry was here when it blew up. We can't figure out what's going on with it. If I will just... Come on, the battery ain't that dead. Well, I say that, but it sure the hell ain't doing nothing. Got the battery charger. Now, so, you may be asking what happened to it. Hang on, it's dark. Let me get some light out here. There we go. So, it took in a little bit of water when we were driving, and a big rain came down. You couldn't see the puddle. Took in a little bit of water. Now, with that came the issues of taking in water. The engine quit. It quit running. Pulled the plugs. Let it sit out overnight with the plugs pulled. Let the engine dry out and everything. Then a couple days later, we came back to it, and we put the plugs back in, tightened everything up. And these plugs are not great. They are not great. But they're plugs and they work. Which I guess is more than you could ask for, and in certain situations. But yeah. So after a few days, we turned over, it started up, but it was knocking, and the knocking sound, we couldn't tell, but it sounded like it was either coming from cylinder 1 or cylinder 2. Cylinder 1 is a compression of about 90, cylinder 2 is a compression of about 80, 3 and 4 are 130, 140. So good. but low compression, but solid compression is still compression. So we couldn't tell if it was a lifter knock, rod knock, we couldn't really tell. So what our idea was, we grabbed some STP, so it's real thick like honey. I can't really see that. But it's real thick. But we got some, we got the STP in there. So the oil's good. There's no water in it that we can tell from the dipstick. And it was running. So we had it running and we were driving it. You can see the footage on screen now. Trying to fix the knocking. It's getting quieter. It is pouring fucking smoke. You hear the knocking and everything else. And then the knocking, I didn't get this on video. The knocking disappeared. The white smoke stopped pouring out the back. Then the engine blew up. We pull the plugs again, turn it over, because it was just locked. It would not turn over. Turn it over, water comes out. Now, looking in the radiator, there's no coolant. So the coolant's in the motor. What is this? Can you say motor?
Car.
Yeah, can you say motor?
Motor.
Motor? Yeah. Before we were brutally interrupted by Wesley coming outside, basically that's the full story. It took in water, we tried to get the water out, then it somehow magically had more water. And then let's just get to cranking her up, I guess. You know, we have engine control malfunction and all the coils. Look at that white smoke fly. That was pedal to the metal. Oh Lord. So it still runs, just not happily because it's full of water. Oh Lord of mercy. I went ahead and pulled that bottom radiator hose, so no more water in the engine. There's no coolant when we go back up there. The hose is full. You know hear it knocking? Yeah, it's like, how do I do this? Yeah, there you go. I don't know, noise isolation. The first time I tuned it over, it did not want to stay running. So, I kept on running through it. All right, and that's everything that I have for now. In future episodes is when we'll actually start just diagnosing more. So yeah, I'm sitting here with May May.
This sounds big. Wait, how come you so?
She doesn't know how to use a microphone very well.